Hello, everyone. This is Sister coming to you live from Channel 1 TV. And if you're listening, this is City 97.3 FM. My name is Kata, and I'm excited to be here with you today. Last week, we had a great show, and I promise that this week is actually going to be better than what we had last week. Like I said, it was great last week. That means it's going to be greater this week, so you wouldn't want to miss any of the actions. So all you need to do is just stay tuned and relax and enjoy the show as we go through all the letters which you have sent to us via sisterislive@gmail.com. And of course, we know these letters have to do with relationships. Relationship problems. It's not easy, Abby. But we are here for you. We, the sisters, are actually here for you to help you navigate those problems. But before we get into the show, thank you to Gino. I had one great meal last week. No, not last week, last 2 days actually. And it was, jollof. And I asked the person, how did you prepare? And the person was like, they used everything, Gino. I was like, come on, are you serious? And yeah, it was all Gino. So if you want to have a great meal, especially your sauces, your stews, your soups, your everything, your rice, it has to be Gino. Because if you're not using Gino, that means you are sleeping on a moving bicycle, and that's not good for you. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get straight into the show.
Running makes me mentally strong. It is my source of happiness. Whenever I feel bored, I go out there and run a few miles.
Register now for the ABSA Black Star Marathon, because your story matters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's still Sister right here on Channel 1's TV. And if you are listening, it's City 97.3 FM. Now we are going to get straight into our letters. But, of course, we can't get into the letters without the sisters. So, ladies and gentlemen, the sisters. Hi, Ethel.
Hi, Chris.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Hey, Dr. Ethel, these days you're not playing
I'm
again.
coming inside. You see
Hey, Dr. Ethel.
I'm coming small.
Dr. Ethel, what's going on?
But sure.
Hey.
I'm learning from,
So even Rosie is shocked. Rosie has been
take it easy.
Rosie brought this from behind the scenes. Now she's brought it
here.
From last week to this week.
Be ready. There's a lot in the bag.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, I like that. Welcome, Dr. Ethel.
Thank you so much, Chris.
All right. The La Bamba baby, Ajobi.
Hi, La Bamba by tea.
You're looking nice.
Thank you.
The rain looks nice on you.
Yeah, La Bamba got me covered.
Okay, we've heard that already.
Thank you.
All right. Rosie's just like, I don't know what I'm doing here, but
Next week I also bring my La Bamba. then my laughter will also change.
You are green as well.
Rosie, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Someone told me that they saw you riding a bicycle.
Yes.
So you went from bikes to bicycles.
Oh, anything too tight, Abby.
Okay. Right.
But it was a nice I used to ride bicycles at some point, so I just needed to do it for some form of fitness. Sometimes you get bored, you need to move on. Yeah. And because of my knees, I was advised to take up more bicycle riding than the jumping and all that. Yes. So I went bicycle riding.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how has that been?
Oh, it's been great. The first day I almost died after like 10 minutes. I had to stop and recoup for about 1 minute, and then I continued the journey, which was awesome. But my bum hurts.
Your bum?
Yeah, my bum hurts really bad. Really, really bad. Okay. But it will be fine.
Maybe you should carry a pillow along.
Yeah, I'm going to change my seat. I'm going to get a comfort seat.
Oh, okay. There's something called comfort seat?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is my first time hearing it.
Yes, soft life.
Hey.
We are working now, but we still want soft.
The bum needs a soft life.
Yes.
Anyway, sisters, you're all welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So we have our 2 letters already, and I guess it's time for us to get it to it. Right. Let's go. Dear sisters, Oh God, Jesus. Ah, Jesus, Holy Spirit, all of you have to come down for this letter.
Hey.
Please.
Then it's serious.
Okay,
sir.
I think they are here. Let's go.
Okay.
Dear sisters, I have a crush on my pastor.
Okay.
Okay.
You see why we needed the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit?
Okay.
Sisters, if this isn't the devil's doing, then what is? Oh my God. I'm a newly married woman.
Oh.
But shortly after our wedding, my husband got the opportunity to travel abroad, even before we had the chance to build our home or start a family. I fully supported his decision because it was meant to secure a better future for both of us. Since he left, I've immersed myself in church activities to stay focused and avoid falling into temptation. Ironically, my biggest temptation is right in the church. We got a new pastor shortly after my husband traveled. Sisters, he is fine and gentle. As a leader in the women's group, I was assigned to help him settle in. It started with showing him around our small town, and now it's become me consistently cooking for him. I genuinely love to cook, so it didn't feel like a big deal at first. But the more time I spend around him, the stronger these feelings grow. I haven't told anyone, but I'm honestly more drawn to church now because of how I feel about this young pastor. I even get jealous when I see other women getting close to him. Oh, blood of Jesus. My husband doesn't suspect anything. He's just happy that I'm so committed in the Lord's work. But honestly, is that what this really is? No. Next month, I'm supposed to travel with the pastor for a youth outreach in a nearby village. And it seems we'll be the only two going. I'm scared that something might happen. So I thought I'll reach out to you, sisters, for advice. Please say something, because this is beyond me. I've even thought about ending my marriage. After all, it's still new, we don't have kids, and I don't know when or even if my husband will return. A girl that needs some advice. All right, so before I actually let someone speak, just 2 days ago, I went on Facebook and there was this woman that posted she and her 15-year-old son. And in that post, she said, I have finally become a single mother because I trusted this man so much that I allowed him to travel out right after we had our first child, all in the name of greener pastures. And I've been taking care of my child for 15 years. Let that sink in. Let's try to merge it together with this and let's answer our questions. Jovi, I'm going to start with you.
Thank you. I don't think she needs advice. I don't think she needs a way forward. She wants approval. That's why she sent this letter. She wants us to say whatever it is she's doing is normal. I say that because the last part of her letter, she said, after all, her marriage is
making
new.
excuses.
They don't have kids. She actually wants approval to be able to go on and do whatever she wants to do with a young pastor. You see, this is why I'm always of the opinion that as a human being, you need to know what you want. You need to know yourself. You need to have certain standards for yourself. Which brings me to my next point. When you get married, like my sister Rosie will always say, marriage is a serious business. It's not for boys and girls. So when you get married, you should know that there are things that you shouldn't allow yourself to do. Everybody is capable of cheating, including a pastor, including a reverend father.
Yeah.
We are all capable of cheating. If you position yourself in
to cheat.
Exactly.
You cheat.
And I always say that you do not have control over who you fall in love with, but you have control over the situation, right? You can't control your heart, but you know you're a married woman. Why are you spending time with another man to the extent of cooking for the person?
You know?
Isn't that a bit too much?
Don't they have elders in the church?
We'll come back to the pastor himself. But why isn't that too much? Can't you draw a boundary? You know that, okay, so this I'm supposed to do with only my husband?
No, she says she enjoys cooking.
You enjoy cooking. Are they paying her? Is she a caterer in this case?
No, but we all know that sometimes this happens in a lot of religious settings where they will say,
Does
Sister Mary, now you the cook past everybody, so you are supposed to take care of this young pastor.
And I'm sure she's convinced herself with the fact that, oh, if I serve the man of God, I'll get this blessing from God.
Yes, that's what's always,
But on the verge of losing your marriage, is that worth it?
The husband is happy.
Because the husband doesn't know the detail of it. The husband knows what the wife has told him. The husband is thinking, oh, I married a God-fearing woman.
That cooks for the pastor.
That is praying for a marriage, that is praying for my success overseas. Right? Who knows? Maybe the husband is also happy because just maybe he's also having his escapades out there. No. Just maybe.
Oh, yes, that's a possibility.
That's why I said just maybe.
That's why I actually told the story.
That's a possibility.
But even if the man is doing that, you see, it comes back to having standards. As an individual, what will I do? Will I do that as a person? Forget about what the man is doing.
She hasn't started cheating, though.
But she's already cheated.
Emotionally cheated.
Yeah, she's already cheated. The fact that you have not gone
cheating, she has cheated.
She has cheated
Biblically.
Yes,
right. Because she's thinking about
because you are being a wife to the pastor.
Even if you look and then you think it's in your brain, you have already committed
you've already done it
in your heart.
And
yes.
Coming back to the pastor himself as well, you are a man of God. There's a married woman in question. You don't think that you should also have boundaries as to what you should allow her to do and what you shouldn't allow her to do? Why is she spending so much time with you as a married woman? Forget about the fact that her husband
going
is
to
not
travel
here.
with you.
Exactly. Why are you? Is she your PA?
Maybe.
It's not. Is he the one who asked them to move? Maybe the church arranged that.
It's the church. It's the church.
The church
No, you
arranged
see,
that.
sometimes, right, we are blinded by religion. There are things that Africans or human beings, we are mostly blinded by. Religion is one of them, especially women.
She's a leader of the women's group. And she's assigned. She was assigned
by the church.
By the church. System, go.
You've been assigned. You have a choice. You have a mind of your own. You have a voice. You can say, I won't do it. If it means the church saying, sidelining you and say, don't come to this church again, you are trying to save your marriage, at least in your part. Do not allow, let me spiritualize it a bit. Do not allow the devil come in between you and your husband. If that's going to happen, it shouldn't be on your account, on the account that you went serving pastor, you went spending time with pastor, you went traveling with pastor as a married woman, you went cooking for pastor as a married woman. You are behaving like his wife. You are being a wife to a man who's not your husband. You are supposed to be a wife to your husband. Unfortunately, he's not in the country. But have some self-control, have some self-respect. Sit tight. If it's praying, you believe in praying for your things to be okay for your husband, for him to come back to you, I think you should do that. Is she not working? I'm asking a lot of questions.
I doubt.
Then look for a job, my sister.
I doubt.
Too much free time is actually allowing you to do some of these things. And there's spirituality and then there's logical thinking as well. I think you should be logical about this bit. Don't spiritualize it too much.
Rosie?
That's why sometimes the church becomes, it's some of these things that makes the church become, people look at the church a certain way. Right? Because somebody is likely to lose her marriage because of the church. Mm-hmm. I blame the person in question. I blame the kind of church as well, and I blame the man of God.
church leader too.
Yes. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying I blame the church in question. I blame the pastor. I blame the woman.
All right. So Rosie, what are your thoughts about this, especially for the fact that they just got married and the husband decided to say, okay, I have to leave. Now, with that, at the same time, I'm sure in her mind right now, after meeting this pastor, she's now thinking, will you come back? Will you not come back? You understand? What are your thoughts on that? Because we've seen it played out so many times that men just go and forget the woman. Mm. But you are married. But he's not married there. But you are married here. So what are your thoughts about this?
You see, this is one of the reasons why some people will say they are older. Some of these one-man churches, these are some of the things that happen there.
Yeah.
And then they tend to over-spiritualize,
Everything.
worship the leader.
Yes.
So once the person has the pastor title, it means that everything and anything
is correct.
is justified. It is not justified by any stretch of... No, it is not justified. And I'm very disappointed. Now, one thing I liked about her submission was the fact that she said when they got married, the husband had an opportunity, that they discussed it, and she was in full support because she saw it as an opportunity. So it gives me the impression that this man actually brought whatever opportunity she had to the table for them to discuss before he traveled. Now, that doesn't strike me readily as a man who would jackpot and not look back 10, 15 years.
Oh,
Number two, as at now, the man is actually still in touch.
Yeah.
And apart from being still in touch, she's actually happy that the woman is involved in God's work.
That she's found something to be
Now,
doing.
when the husband is talking about involved in God's work, is that he knows that every Sunday the woman is in church. He knows that every Wednesday or something she's at women's fellowship. He knows that, yes, she's been attending, maybe they have outreach, if they have charity program, she's been going. But I don't think that the husband knows the extent to which he's the new pastor's personal helper. Because the man only knows what is reported to him. You understand? And something Ajovi said that I like. You see, once you get married, naturally, you should set certain boundaries. Even before you get married, look, as a human being, you should have boundaries. You see, there's a limit to what you can do. Like, for instance, those times I wasn't married yet, you won't catch me going to a man's house washing his clothes. Why now? Why would I go to your house, leave my clothes at home, come to your place because I want to be 24 yards wife material? You understand? Occasionally, yes. If maybe I come to your house, occasionally, maybe I'm hungry, there's something, I can afford to cook something, to whip up something. But that doesn't mean that that becomes my duty. Well, by any time I come to your house, I'm come to cook for you. I can't do that.
You might even go to the market with your money, sir.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? You see, why? You see, some of these things, I keep asking people that, why do we keep putting ourselves in these situations? So now they put you in charge of the man. Now, putting me in charge of the man doesn't mean that I necessarily have to do everything for the man. It means that I'm responsible for the man's upkeep. I can always delegate. And you see, I smell a big rat, where the trip that they are going is just the two of them that are going.
She said that.
It's just, she said it.
Yes, it's just the two of them that are going, which means that most likely the pastor has caught on to the crash
What she's doing,
that she has on him. And the pastor also has intentions. And he's trying out the intentions. So he's done out outreach, and the whole church, the whole congregation, why is there a 4-man congregation where taking 2 is like 50% of the church? The whole church, there's only 2 of them that are going for that outreach. I feel the man is on to the fact that the woman has a crush on him.
Yeah, obviously.
And the pastor is going to test waters. You see, don't be the reason why somebody will have somebody's downfall will come. So, my dear, what I want to say to start with is that I don't think that, you see, I don't think that marriage was even founded on solid rock. To be honest, because the marriage is very new.
It's too new.
It's too new. Usually, like that lady who posted about the 15 years, it will take her some time before she accepts that, look, Charlie, the guy ain't coming
back again. Yeah.
So which means that the marriage is not founded on something solid, because the fact that he's away for such a short time and then a newlywed, and when you're a newlywed, there's this newly found security.
My husband, my marriage, I'm married.
Yeah. So for it to be shaken so quickly, then I would assume that she only got married for the title.
Yeah. Yeah.
She got married for the title. She probably never really liked the guy. When the guy said, I have an opportunity, go, yeah, go now. Better opportunity, you go. She didn't even discuss, okay, go and settle, then I can probably come and join you. They didn't discuss anything like that. Oh, yeah, go. You understand? So I have a feeling that there's a problem fundamentally wrong with this marriage, and that's why she's a pastor. She herself,
she needs a job.
She needs a
no,
job,
it's not about a job. You see, character. No, you know what? When it comes to character, right? It's not about being a. You can be working, and then the store will not be a pastor, but your boss, your colleague, or some unit leader, unit head.
That's true.
So I think that look, this lady has a problem.
Oh.
She's looking. I don't know what she's looking for. And then true, there are some women especially who feel that if you even touch a pastor, if a pastor kisses you right now, every prayer you pray goes direct to God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes.
A lot of
so there are a lot of women who actually are brainwashed and they throw themselves at pastors' feet. Whatever they want, the pastor wants to do to them. They'll,
yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Wow. That's why you see. That's why more and more
new.
I'm in love with churches that have structure. Because you hardly see things like this. Can you imagine the Catholic Church? Can you imagine Methodist Church, Presby Church, Pentecostal Church, Assemblies of God having a program and only two, one man, one woman, where the woman is a married woman, and these are the two people that are going. If the husband was in time, will the husband sit down for the married woman and the pastor alone to go for an outreach in a separate place? It doesn't make sense. A structured church will never do that.
Right. Dr. Etta, what are your thoughts about this? Yeah, just your thoughts.
So I would like to
research. Data.
I'll do that. But first of all, I think I would like to start on the note of the man leaving and that whole scenario. I think that long-distance relationship is not for the weak.
Mm-hmm.
And we usually don't think through that. We dismiss it. And we think, oh, he's going, yes, there's an opportunity, but there is a more serious aspect. You are married, you're supposed to be together. That's the natural thing. And so if it has to be, there has to be some distance, you need to be honest with each other. Can I deal with this situation? Because it's not everybody who can. And you have to tell yourself the truth. So that at some times you have to let those opportunities go for the sake of the marriage. Because a healthy marriage is so much. It's a lot. It is, in fact, the home is the minor society. So when we destroy the home, what we are doing is destroying the society in effect. So if you don't think of it that way and you think, okay, let him go, what can go wrong? Then these scenarios can come up. It could be that, yes, she really loved him, but she can't deal with that distance. And she wasn't honest with herself. And the man probably wasn't also honest enough. And for the men, they usually think they can be there and, enjoy themselves a bit, but you would keep yourself. I want to say that, okay, bring it to the church now and say, I think this man is being too naive. And probably there are lots of men who are also like that, seeing their women give so much to church and they don't even take the time to ask questions and interrogate what is really going on, how much time they are spending there, who they are hanging with, okay? And I believe that if she were the type, or the marriage is the type that they are really updating each other, oh, I'm going for this retreat, who are you going with? Just the pastor. He is going to be alarmed. Naturally, that's how it should be. So there is that. And I also want to say that the church should really sit up. I think sometimes we are hypocritical a bit as a church. We pretend that we don't know that flesh and flesh, one woman, one man together in these scenarios can cause a lot of havoc. And we watch it. The head pastor is watching that happen. The elders are seeing that this is the arrangement. You are not asking questions. We need to really sit up about that. And she herself, I think, has led herself on to this place that she finds herself. I'm thinking she thinks, oh, this is even a better man. Of course, she's began doing all these evaluations, comparing him with her husband, and already thinking that, oh, this place will be better. My dear, women are attracted to leadership. they're attracted to power. They're attracted to authority. So what you are feeling might not really be love.
It is not love,
It
Doc.
is. So you need to rethink. I don't have a problem if the situation between you and your husband is getting sour and you probably are thinking to go out. You should take that decision based on a very objective basis, based on the fact that yes, it is not working and I have to move out. Do not take that decision based on your relationship with this man right now. You will come out and it will be the worst thing you have ever done to yourself, because he might not even be what you are imagining.
Yes.
Because when you have a crush on someone, she says crush, not even love. If you have a crush on someone, you magnify their goodness.
Yes.
You magnify that thing. You think he's so that you are imagining all sorts of things. I think Rosie usually says that a lot. Not all that glitters is gold. And I can tell 99% of that this case. And he is enjoying it and letting it happen because for him, he will benefit. He's going to take advantage of you. I can bet that when they are going, if they are so God-fearing that they are not able to do the do itself, there's going to be a lot of touching and smooching.
They will do
this
it.
one they will. I can.
You know what? If they will
They will do it. The lady is excited. She just wants approval from us.
No, we won't give you that. So sis, no. You are leading yourself onto a dangerous path. Don't do this to yourself. This could be a good man for you, but get out of this situation. Be clear on your married
This
terms.
is not a good man for
This is
you.
not a good man for you.
This is not a good man.
I can't
She
tell.
says she's thought about ending her marriage. What are your
That's
thoughts
the
on
thing.
that?
My thought is that she should think of that isolated from the connection she has with this pastor. And if she has to leave it, fine, and maybe explore that. But is the pastor not married? He's not.
That's why he's not a good man for her. Because if he's a good man, he's a good pastor, he should be able to say, oh,
This is
Sister
going
Rosie,
too
you're a
much.
married woman. I think, okay, Kwesi should come and do this. Akosia should do that. You know, he would even try to intervene.
Yeah.
But he's allowing it.
He's allowing it. It's very disappointing.
And the pastor
But
can
please-
see that the lady
Yes,
has a crush on
But
him.
please, let's not also isolate or distance the big churches from that. Things happen there too.
No, things
Yeah,
happen.
things
oh.
happen.
But you see that one, we have naughty saying bad people
Elements.
doing their things.
Okay.
But I'm saying that the
system.
system
That's
that they
not
put in
allowed.
place
Yes.
will
Checks
make
it.
it difficult, or
Exactly.
maybe makes it. So if you want to do it, you probably have to hide it a bit more.
Yes,
Or make
yes.
it
Yeah.
more,
And
go
then we
the
say a
extra
married
mile.
woman cannot do this. A married,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Yeah, or even when they go for their meetings, since she's like even the head of the women's leaders, they will have a meeting.
Yes.
There's like a committee.
Like
They-
a
they-
committee.
they-
And
about how
usually
they-
when it has to do
professional
with
to
a
cook
male
for them.
pastor, they'll give you like a male
Yeah.
to attend to you, not a
Yes,
female.
Not female.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll have a mix of people. Maybe someone who will
Exactly.
do this, someone who will do that. So I'm just saying that, look, as for the churches, in fact, like any other institution, there are so many things that happen
That
there.
happen there,
But I'm
yeah.
just saying that it's much easier, you know, because the big churches, they look at the system, right? The small churches, they look at the individual pastor.
That's
Because one of the
another thing.
denominations you mentioned, I know one of the head pastors, almost everybody that serves him is male. Almost everybody, because there are times he will change in front of them, you know, they're in a hurry. So he doesn't have
That
like
too.
a female
female
really
attending.
doing a core thing for him. The females are basically doing the administrative bit.
Yeah.
But something personal like that, cooking, they're all male.
So
Stopping here.
we have some messages here, and they are from our social media pages.
Okay.
And Arabina Gracia says, "I admire your awareness," which we should give her. Yeah, at least she knows that there's something fishy. It shows you're a wise woman, but just put boundaries in place. Travel out for a while, leave church for some time, get someone to assist you with taking care of him for some time. Most importantly, pray. The Holy Spirit has a way of dealing with this kind of situation. God will help you, ma'am. See why I
Sometimes
said it?
Holy Spirit
You see why I
says
said I needed the
flee.
Holy Spirit in this conversation?
But sometimes the Holy Spirit says, flee. It's not about you sitting
Well,
there and pray.
Meg Esenam Akbar says, don't go on the trip with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Find an
don't.
excuse.
that part it weak me.
it's a no-no.
And Nana Kwesi Safo says, divorce your husband and marry the pastor. Is this the
wow.
pastor speaking
Maybe-
to us?
I think so.
Anyway, let me continue.
Maybe his brother.
And if you marry the pastor too, and you see another person you're interested in, which you will,
sarcastic.
maybe the pastor
I
too.
knew it was sarcastic.
So divorce your husband
That's
and
a
marry
big
the
one.
pastor. And if you marry the pastor too, and you
You
see
see
another
somebody.
person you're interested in, which you will definitely, then leave that pastor too.
I agree.
Nate Sandy says, this is witchcraft.
Pure.
Your husband will return. Dismiss those devilish thoughts. By force returning. Bello Burns is saying, you have even thought about ending your marriage. Yeah, that's what I'm like. She has even thought of
So
that.
early, yeah.
That's what
Women
I'm
don't
saying. She
fear
just wants
God.
approval for us to say, oh,
Yeah.
I think you have a point.
Women,
you don't
it
have a
said
point.
women don't fear God or respect their husbands
Daughter of
and
Zion.
don't value the price that men pay to their parents. How much is it?
Ah,
Men
don't
pay
bring
to
that
their
one.
parents.
Don't bring that one.
Don't bring. How much is it?
Son of Adam.
Oh no! Wait, no. Honestly,
How
no. If it's for that
much?
one, how much is
Some
it?
things
on.
are ceremonial.
Ah,
let's not
Please, don't bring that one. We
Symbolic.
were agreeing with you, and now you now brought this one.
Now can
You
we
spoiled
bargain
it.
and bring it down? And if you meet an Ivy man, that one is paid next to nothing.
Exactly. So when the daughter wants to go back, she can go back, and you don't ask her anything. All right. So now Okra is saying that the Bible says we should flee from all appearances
Sharp.
of evil.
Sharp.
Marriage is holy, and the bed is undefiled. Please give a nice excuse to escape that excursion.
Yeah.
It can ruin your life. Anyway, so someone said, hey, so you cooked your way into emotional confusion. This is how the devil starts. Small. Don't let loneliness deceive you. Let's take a quick break and then we will get straight into our second letter.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so cold, tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
Jollof so
This advert is FDA approved.
I run for socialization and for good health. My will is my power.
Register now for the ABSA Black Star Marathon, because your story matters.
Hello guys, you are welcome back. It's still Sister right here on Channel 1 TV and City 97.3 FM to everyone that is listening. All right, so we've seen our first letter. Church Wahala. We called on God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit to join us for that letter because we needed him and it sort of worked. Yeah, so now our second letter is ready. Sisters, ready?
Let's
do this.
Dear sisters, life was simple and love wasn't a priority until tragedy struck. After my older brother died, I suddenly became responsible for my family's well-being. Financial strain forced me to sell my car. One day, while waiting for a bus, I met Mr. Nyako, a kind stranger who gave me a ride. We became friends, and he offered emotional and financial support during a very difficult time. Though married, he made advances. I initially resisted, but eventually gave in, thinking it will be meaningless. But for the first time in my life, I enjoyed sex. What was supposed to be a one-time thing turned into a passionate 2-year affair. When pressure from family mounted to settle down, I married a longtime friend, Kwame, who lives in Brazil. The wedding was beautiful, but I felt emotionally and physically disconnected. After the honeymoon, I returned to Ghana and tried to rekindle my affair with Mr. Nyako, but he rejected me. I later discovered I was pregnant for my husband, and I emotionally manipulated Mr. Nyako into letting me back into his life. We slept again together, and our affair resumed. But now he's drinking heavily and blames our relationship for his downward spiral. I fear it's affecting his work and family. I tried walking away, but I feel empty without him. Sisters, I know this is messy, so messy. It's very messy. But I'm lost and I need your guidance. A sister in a complicated love web. It's messy.
I'm confused.
Okay, I'll start with you, Dr.
I'm
Ethel.
confused. I'm wondering, has she parted ways with her husband?
No.
No, he's in Brazil.
He's in Brazil. So she wants us to help her with the issue she has with this man.
Yes.
Mr. Nyako. Girl, where's your head at? What's happening? No, I think that you need some researching because this one, I mean, in the first place, you are on the wrong path. I mean, coming to rekindle all of this. Why? Is there a problem fundamentally with your marriage now? And in the first place, why were you with Mr. Nyako, did not marry him, went to get married to somebody,
Because
and then you
Mr.
come
Nyako
back?
is a married man.
Oh, okay. Right.
No, drink some water.
Calm
down.
It's a lot.
Yes, it is. Drink.
So Mr. Nyako is actually a married man. But
wow.
When the pressure of marriage started from home,
Then
she
she
decided
decided
to
to
marry
come
a
back.
longtime friend
Oh, now I get
in
it.
Brazil.
Okay.
Then the honeymoon is done. but
And
she's
so
back.
she still needs fire. Well, so I think that you just need to realize that, I mean, you are in a bad situation that you have created for yourself. You get married and you decide that... I
And
mean,
she's pregnant.
Yes,
Luckily
and
for
still
her
wants.
husband.
Yes, I thought she was going to say she's pregnant for Mr. Nyako. And, I mean...
So she's sleeping with the pregnancy?
Yes. And I was wondering why with him. Is that you
See
want
why I'm
to...
looking the way I look?
Yeah. So I think that the first place, she probably, settled for this man that she married.
Yeah, she actually said she settled.
She settled.
Oh,
she said
okay.
she settled.
Yeah, then that explains
I'm very
it.
confused.
Yeah, I'm all over the place with
I was
this.
very unlike her.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering what is all this, and for you to come and ask us, wanting us to show you a way with,
We can't
with,
show you
with
the
the
way.
wrong situation that you are
show
with.
you the way.
What you need to do is just cut it with Mr. Nyako. You are not helping yourself in this whole thing. If you are in
She
the
said she's
bad
empty
place,
without him.
but it's not possible. You can't have him. Mr. Nyako himself doesn't want to be with you forever. You forced your way back in the first place. Because when you came, he wasn't. I'm sure he was okay with, and then you are back. And in fact, he says that you are a bad, and he's right. What cheating does to you, you don't know.
Because I think also he realized that she's probably pregnant and he might have slept with the pregnant woman and now it's messing
It's
up
not
with him.
Exactly. I think not
Whatever it
every
is.
married man, not every man wants to sleep with a married woman.
With another, yeah.
If you are single, it's different. But once you're married, somebody
Married.
has put a ring on your finger.
Some
A lot
people
of
just
So now,
have a no-no
so yeah,
with
so
that.
he's actually downward spiraling right now.
Yes.
And he's drinking a lot. So I'm thinking he probably realized that, okay,
This life is not helping
this thing
me.
with you must have
You
caused
know,
my
the
problems.
thing is that one thing a few married men don't know is that when you invite a third person into your marriage in the name of an affair, sometimes your things don't progress depending on the kind of woman you are
that's
living
what I
with.
was going to say.
There are some women, the woman has sacrificed with you, for you, you have children, or even just the kind of spirit the person carries and the kind of bond the two of you are supposed to share. When you let a third person into your home, you realize that if you're not careful, in the beginning, you may think you're on top. But after a while, your business can start getting messed up. I mean, call it spirituality or call it, so I don't know what name you give it. Things just don't work well for you. So it's possible that after she went on that break to go and get married, the man has had an opportunity to think and realize that for the past year, things have just not been going on well for me. My home is bizarre. My kids are all over the place. My wife and I are not, you know. So maybe he's got an opportunity to think and decide that, look, I really want to put my life together and make my family work. Because most of these men that cheat, it's not necessarily because they don't love their wives or they don't want a good home, but it's because they are weak or whatever. So at the end of the day, he's now thinking, look, I need, and then plus what Ajovi also said, there are also some men, if you are single and they are messing with you, that's a different ball of fish. But they wouldn't want to mess with somebody else's wife. And this guy was doing you a favor. When you came back and he decided not to have anything to do with you, he was doing you a favor. What you should have done was to just treat it like a minor broken heart. And then justify after all, and live your life as you are supposed to. But you now worked your way back painfully. Now you're already pregnant with your husband. So is it like you have lied to this Mr. Nyako man to make him feel like he is the father of the baby, to blackmail him into still being with you? Exactly what are your intentions? So when your husband comes back, look, he says a long-time friend. Does it mean that prior to the marriage, they had nothing to do with each other? You see, for me, she has a bad character. That's all I can say. Because even if you were with a married man because you wanted to see each other, what's up, you were trying to fend for yourself, that's fine. But once you get married, you see, when you get married and you are still open to do some of these things,
that's weird.
There's a problem with your character. Fundamentally, there's a problem with your character. And that is why, as a woman, especially as a woman, never ever settle for marriage. Never ever settle. Never. It has to be something, a decision that you are making, that you are making with your full chest.
Yeah.
You understand? Something that you can own and say that this is something that I want. That's the only way you can make it work. If not, the slightest thing, you know, then you're looking elsewhere. And so I know you sent the message, but I'm quite disappointed in you. If anything at all, please, I think that you should cut ties with Mr. Nyako. Whatever you have doing with him, please put a stop to it. And whatever you were feeling with him is clouding your judgments with your husband. Because one thing married men have to offer, because they can't give you marriage because they're already married. So they do a lot of things. Look, they go above and beyond. The things they can do for the side chicks is even, you can't fathom it when you compare it to the married one at home. They give you all the things that give you butterflies. But if he were your husband, you'll not have it like that. So don't let that cloud your judgment and prevent you from appreciating the kind of man that you have with you. You understand? So I think that, thankfully, your husband is not here. He probably doesn't know what's going on. Take a decision, sit up, and do the needful before your marriage also starts getting off. Because if this continues any longer, it will end in tears for you.
Yeah, I'm actually very concerned about being pregnant and wanting to still sleep with somebody else that is not your husband. You are pregnant and you are pushing for this man to sleep with you. I think that's very diabolical.
I think it's just bad character. What are your thoughts?
It's just bad character.
I think if it were a man, we wouldn't be this kind. So for me, I'm not going to be kind to her. I think she doesn't have good intentions. Her intentions are evil. First class. Her intentions are evil. She's the reason why men say women are evil. Because everything she's done sounds evil. Yeah. How do you settle for marriage and let the whole societal and family pressure get to you, and then you obviously, she's a manipulator. Obviously, she manipulated this old friend, long-time friend of hers, into marrying her. Exactly. And the guy is thinking, oh, she's in love with me. My brother, she's not in love with you. Into marrying you, and then you come back to Ghana and come back to Mr. Nyako, who happens to be a married man. I'm not going to be the one to judge you for sleeping with a married man. But come back to somebody who is already married when you are married. If she's Christian, she knows there's a part in the Bible that says that you should. It's a sin to sleep with another man's wife. Right? Forget about the one you did before. Let's say you were born again. Why have you gone back to a married man when you are equally married? To top it all off, you are married. You are pregnant.
Yeah.
That's evil.
There's a baby in you.
How do you have a baby in you and then you have
another man?
Your conscience is clean enough, your conscience is okay enough for you to go open up and lay under another man.
And another man is lying on your tummy.
And then you have the effrontery, you have the audacity, the via volo, to even say that you are empty without Mr. Nyako.
And the fact that she hasn't even withheld their names is a problem.
But did you ever feel pity for her?
I want to look into the camera and tell her
Nyako?
that she does not have good intentions.
Did you all ever feel pity for her? Like before you heard about, going back to Mr. Nyako?
Not at all.
I mean, from the beginning of, I lost this person, I lost my father, I sold my car. Did you ever feel pity from her?
No, I didn't. I'd not pity. Maybe I can understand why. Like, I won't judge her choices.
Okay.
But
at that point,
but I won't call it pity. Because some will go through that and their solution will not be staying with a married man. However, we are all very different. We all have how we handle issues when the storms of life hit us. So I won't judge her for her choice. It's not something I would have done. Because in my life, that's why I hit my chest and say, for married men, they lie. And I'll never do some. So for that one, I can hit my chest boldly and say that. But the thing is that the fact that after was like Ajovi said, you've done it, you've gone. And most of the time, it's the married men who are still chasing you. But this guy has recused himself.
Now you are chasing him.
Now you are not chasing him.
By force, by fire.
And what Mr. Nyako said, that she's the reason why everything of his is, going down the drain, is true.
It's very true.
Very true. Because what you are doing is evil.
It
is bad luck. It's bringing bad luck. It's bringing bad luck not to just Mr. Nyako, but to your husband too. Are things moving on well in his life, wherever he is? I doubt they are.
Yeah.
What she's doing, there's not a single part of me. We're actually on air, so I'm really comforting myself. Not a single fiber in my being agrees with anything at all. Yeah. This is not acceptable. This is, for lack of a better word, this is disgusting for a woman. Yes. No, you don't do that.
Women, we share in creation. And spiritually...
Sorry. She even lied to Mr. Nyako that the pregnancy is his, obviously.
No,
she didn't say that.
Okay, so he's not aware she's pregnant.
I think he knows.
Maybe
he probably knows.
But the thing is that women, we share in creation. And because of the spiritually, where we are put in life as women, you realize that when you marry a woman and the woman has a very bad omen, and the woman had a very bad character, the woman thinks evil, nothing of yours will progress. So you can have a woman who thinks well of you, who thinks good, who does that. She won't help you with money. She won't help you with anything. But you realize that every door you walk through, you succeed.
Okay, so we actually have some messages here. Rabna is saying, I feel your pain. Life hits you hard and you found comfort where it was offered.
Yeah, she had
but comfort is not always the same as love. You are not evil, you're human.
Oh, she is.
Now it's time to make a decision to protect your own peace and your child's future.
Yeah.
No, she's not
Mavis is saying this is beyond mercy. You are married, you are pregnant, and still clinging to a man who is falling apart because of your affair. You said you are lost, but the truth is you are avoiding accountability. Own your choices and stop dragging two families into emotional chaos.
Yeah.
Mamadou is saying this is soul tie and not love.
Yeah.
You use manipulation. And now you're trapped in guilt and confusion. God can forgive you, but you must repent fully and cut off this affair. Healing starts when the sin ends.
Yes.
Essie is saying your grief, trauma, and need for intimacy collided. What began as comfort turned into codependency. Yeah, on Mr. Nyako. That's why she cannot leave him. You and Mr. Nyako are both in pain. Therapy, not sex, is what you need right now Start healing emotionally before you break even more lives. Ooh.
Yeah.
Fatima Abubakar. I know what it feels like to mistake emotional rescue for real love. It's addictive, but sis, no amount of passion is worth destroying your peace. Be kind to yourself, but also, let's be honest, let him go and face your truth head on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll be sharing my final thoughts.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah?
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so cold. Tasty nye.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, you're welcome back. It's still Sister right here on Channel 1 TV. And if you're listening, this is City 97.3 FM. So we've had 2 letters and we've gone through them. Quite interesting and also sort of messy, emotionally and psychologically messy. But yeah, thank God we had, some time to go through it and share our own thoughts on each of the letters. And I want to say a very big thank you to Rosie, Ajovi, and Dr. Ethel for their, contribution to these letters. Anyway, I'm going to share my final thoughts. So the first letter, oh God, another emotionally draining one is the issue about, young lady falling in love with a pastor. I think you already know that what you are doing or the position that you find yourself in is not a position that you should be in. That is why you try to make some excuses, and also that is why you want us to agree with some of your excuses. But I am not going to agree to any of the excuses that you made. All I will just say is take some time off those activities. Like, cut yourself off those activities. There should be boundaries. You should not be the one that is sent to take care of a pastor. You're not a matron. And if you are a matron, not to a pastor. And not like a 24/7 like, it's just too much. I don't understand why a church will actually assign a married woman to be the one taking care of a young pastor, knowing very well that this woman is married and her husband is not in the country. Even for the fact that your husband is not in the country is the main reason that they should not even allow you, be in certain positions. But it's quite unfortunate that you find yourself there. So I think you should go to the leadership of the church and tell them, look, I don't think I want to do this. It's not good for me. Or find some excuse. Not lie, but just find an excuse or just create those boundaries. If the church doesn't want it, then you bounce. You go to another church. At least you're saving yourself. You're saving your dignity and also saving your marriage. Like you said, this marriage is an early marriage. But if you're unsure of your marriage, that is something you need to discuss with your husband and make a decision from there. If you do not want to be in the marriage again, then be out of the marriage first before you even think of anything. Because, the marriage is just beginning. And for a marriage that is just beginning, something fresh, I've never seen this kind of evil thoughts. So I think the devil is actually trying to use you. So don't let the devil use you. That's why we actually invited the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit into that first letter. Anyway, the second letter, it's so messy. Very, very messy. I see an issue of, codependency and mixed with a bit of trauma, bonding, and all that. But all I would say is respect yourself. Respect the new seed that you're carrying. Let Mr. Nyako go. You are now married. We are not going to blame you for the choices that you made in the time of need and grief. But now that you are married, it does not sound right for a married woman to be chasing another married man. Like, it's messy. Take some time out. Be by yourself alone. Try to work on yourself. Heal. Try to talk to someone. I think you need to start going through the process of healing. I don't think you've healed from whatever trauma that you went through, and you still feel like you need to depend on Mr. Nyako to make you feel better. But you know better. Anyway, thank you so much once more for sending in your letters. And I hope you do heed to our advice, because this, if you do not take care of this, it's going to cause a lot of problems, both emotionally, physically, and even spiritually, and even might even trickle down to the future of your next seed. You don't want any of that. You don't want to play like that. Guys, a very big thank you for joining us on this show today, and also a very big thank you to our sponsor, Gino. Thank you for holding us down always. It's really great that you do this with us. My name is Kata, and this has been Sister. Bye.